Ready, we go!
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
59, ready! White 25, 25 tonight!
Early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. No, I color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like a man. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Shorty, she's a boy. Living up. Never not on my grind. New York City town. Nothing brother better. You will never find. I'm in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. We're putting live from the winter side. Ready to try. You down the ride, never try. You ain't never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. So hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, say stuff and use. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, say stuff and use. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as attitudes. Total trophies I didn't grab if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot, sure don't stop. It's a long season, they planning on winning me for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm ready for
that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
59, ready! Ready for that! Down, ready, back 25. 25 tonight. Ready, blue 80.
Honey, I dash,
ready,
smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the man. I dealt with the hands, thought he could guard me. I ruined they plans. I do what I want, do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. Yeah. They get you cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy,
25.
Flammable, sure shot. I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a piece of my animal.
Hey, 25 tonight.
Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. Repeat that decision unanimous. Guys, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years
Ready, blue 80.
glorious.
Ready, we go.
When they always ignoring the gas. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.
Ready, blue 85, 25 tonight.
I copy. I do my jump in the dance. No man, the man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruined
White
it.
25.
I do what I want.
Get up.
They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Blue 80 tonight.
They slip on the team that they owe me. I need to win the trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. This Niggas know that they keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I can rely on the time. Tell us I'm making a name. I put on the jet, the coach regret even letting them play in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the
59,
jungle.
ready.
You just
Back
try not to
25.
fumble.
11.
Rumble, young man rumble.
Ready,
Never I take off blue like magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz.
Ready,
Smash. Gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard
Back 25. 25 tonight.
100-yard dash.
Ready, blue 80. 54, stop, blue 80 tonight.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.
Ready,
Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Back 25.
These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, that's that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. It's like the medallion. The skin on Pacino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the cheese, for the smells in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well. Wouldn't wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them to them.
Ready, blue 80 tonight.
I give them just
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
51,
Thank
stop.
the Lord for my people
Got.
in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's.
Five,
Thank the
five.
Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He look by me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself.
Ready, blue 80. Back 25.
Get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta
21.
say what I want when I
Check.
want. They just put it on my plate. I
check.
can get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Work and pray, make that play. At my place, there's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure
Ready,
summer
blue 80.
putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with this rhyme here, nigga joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Ready, tonight. Ready? 25 tonight. Down, ready, ready. 54, south. Hey, south. Hey, keep sick. Ready, tonight. Ready, like 25.
This ain't nothing for the back. Got 16 sitting in the lap.
25 tonight.
Squad all dressing on black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20
Ready,
others,
like
that's
20,
20
ready, we go.
conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I want for the set. Run till there's nothing left. I don't run till we get until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Ready, blue 80.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no spell. I've been on my own, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves.
Ready, blue 80.
I
Ready,
wouldn't be
blue 80.
anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rain and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my own, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. I don't get to take off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating me on. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just had to date, got a really big passport. Went to mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the views, I would never make it. Every day these things okay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Ready, blue 80. Black 25. Black 25, sit on. Ready, blue 80. 51. Blue 80, sit on up.
Anything I ever do is top right. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank.
Ready, blue 5, 25, sit on.
Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball, man. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Go,
ready to go.
Yell next, every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish 'em. Mess around with me and I diminish 'em all. Even if I ever did the minimum.
59, ready. 5, 25, sit on.
Bad man when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole
down. Get up. Ready. Back to ready. Sit down.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet
Ready.
now.
Ready. Sit down.
Couldn't eat and watch I eat now. Like, how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now.
Ready. Sit down.
Information wasn't couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition.
Ready.
Run it
Blue,
up,
ready.
run it
Sit
up.
down.
Greatest episode of I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Ready. 25. Sit down. Ready. Blue, ready. Blue, ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, back 25. Hey, bye.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 31. Check 3, check 3.
Space.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Ready, set up.
Play action. Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
22. Got. 54. Small. 54. Go. Hey, got. Ready to go.
Now it's Ryan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On third down, Ryan. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
59, ready.
Right there, 54 Mike. All day.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated yourself, I never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You want to Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Silver, tight end right.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Lions' 30-yard line.
Watch the curl.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 10.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
I got you. Quick. Mike's 4-2. Hey, I-7.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Romeo Okwara gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Hey, Ron, ready. Back 25.
I got you, pump.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check your hot read.
Wait.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, back 25, 58, 20.
Hey, orbit. 54, right there, 54 miles.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan looking left side. He's got it complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Protein spill.
Now Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the eye.
Rose.
Now Cousins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
I'm going to run you over.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Cook. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go, D, let's go.
From the 24, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Cook able to escape. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
65. Hey, Echo. 65. Wake 3. 218, chopper. Under 10. Yellow. One time.
Throwing, Cousins. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing is Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this. First half, not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, one set. Check. Hey, wait. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 54. Bravo. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here. Hey, check. Mike 55. You'll never know.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Ready. Blue 80. Check 55 to Mike. They can't hang with us. 22. Check right.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check 55. Hey, Tuesday. You ready? Kill. Hey, 59, ready. Kill. Turn up. Hey, Delta. 55. Turn for it. Mike 55.
To throw on third down, Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Runs through the contact. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cousins now from the 50. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Say. Two. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Check Mike. Hey, Mike.
To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins, and he's able to find Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. They'll throw again. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, exit. Hey, let's go. Come crouch. Cut. Line out. Chance.
Cousins again. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Hey, Will. Here I come. Mike 54.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Jones has it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
51 to Mike. Hey, Alpha. 51 Mike. Mike 51. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run it again with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing here, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Tight end's right. Here you go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got it.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Antoine Woods. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,